Gambit Prime is Destiny's shiny new addition to the original Gambit mode and is intended to build upon and improve the mode's existing mechanics with some snazzy new armor sets, weird uncle jokes,
enough fooling around,
and grievously misunderstood mechanics.
I think it's time to blow this thing. Get everything in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, it's time.
oh no! Out! You'll get them next time.
Gambit Prime undeniably adds a great deal of new content to the game, but it can be a little confusing for new players, and as of right now, the question of whether or not this addition was done well enough to be considered a good addition is still up in the air. First things first, how to actually play Gambit. The new armor sets are only obtainable in Reckoning, so we'll be covering that first. Make a class mote, start the event corresponding with your mote, and get your subclass and loadout ready. Upon arrival, run forward and jump through the giant spinning portal. Bank the moat you made and wait. When the pit of doom portal opens, jump down and start shooting anything that moves. Your goal here is to kill as much as possible, as quickly as possible, so don't be afraid to break out your super like this Titan. Upon hearing this noise, run through the opening gates to the Bridge of Folly, where you will fight waves of thralls and big angry dudes. When the section is completed, a horn will play to tell you to run like hell to the next segment. Get set up and continue shooting until you hear the noise again. Rinse and repeat. If you're gonna die, try to die close to your friends. It's very hard to retrieve someone behind a wall of thrall. When the bridge is complete, you'll hear a bell. The boss changes week by week, so in this case, you'll just hop through the portal and be confronted by 3 gigantic axe-wielding monsters. Don't try to kill them yet, though, even though you want to.
Run.
First, you have to kill a smaller dude who's hoarding precious, precious light from you.
Get that motherfucker!
Upon demolishing the hermit, you'll be given a well of light just like in Gambit Prime. Kill the knights from that well, but do your best to stay out of melee range.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Once the knights are defeated, you can collect your loot and either stay or continue. Next up, a tutorial on how to actually play Gambit Prime.
The overall rotation of Gambit is pretty simple. Uncle Drifter tells you it in the beginning of most matches, but given that people still somehow don't understand this, I'll break it down. Village. Bank. Burn.
Invaders here. Brace yourself.
Okay, one more time. Pillage. Bank. And burn.
You got it? Good. Now, let's move on to the more complicated mechanics. It's important to note that you can't just start dumping your super and power ammo right into the primeval, straight out of the gate. First, you have to kill the emissaries. It's a good idea to wait until your primeval slayer buff is at ×3, otherwise you run the risk of not being able to finish it off before an invader runs in and heals the primeval for all the damage you just did to it.
Dead!
The mode itself is very fun to play, but there are a number of issues. The mode feels like it's decided within the first 2 minutes of the round based on who gets an invader out early or a solid number of blockers. Invader armor is vastly overpowered when compared to the other Gambit armors, and the armor itself is poorly managed. The way the armor stats stack make you choose between having an exotic equipped or getting a full stack of roll buffs as well. The way armor functions in your inventory is also very poorly executed, as every different class set is its own piece of armor, leading you to have to flood your inventory with Gambit pieces or make trips to the tower every time you want to play a different role. On the flip side, the actual gameplay is very fun, and there's a lot of replay value in both new modes. Reckoning is very hack and slash, and gives the player a sense of power and satisfaction when completed. Gambit is challenging and makes the player think more strategically about their choices than the vanilla version of Gambit, so the different rounds feel noticeably different than past matches. I give this a could have been better, but also could have been a lot worse out of 10.